Hi, everybody. So I'm going to make a video showing you how to do MLA format in Google Docs. And then you can download the Word document or the PDF to your computer to submit it on Canvas. So I'm starting with what you will start with if you open a brand new Google Doc, right? So if this is new document, this is what it will look like. Okay, so the very first thing is you want to follow the directions for MLA format. I've included a link that kind of shows you this. It's called the OWL at Purdue MLA. So this website also I will include, and it has all the information that you need, but I'm just going to do it for you here so that you know what it looks like, okay? So the very first thing when you're doing MLA format is you need to make sure that you have a page number, but it can't be just in the document like this. It has to actually be in what is called a header, okay? It's the header of the document. So you're going to do insert page elements down here, okay? And you're going to click page numbers. And there's 4 options. You're going to click this first one here where it starts with the first page, okay? Just like this. It should look like that. Then you're going to put just your last name before it, and it will look like this, okay? So my last name is Simon, so I put Simon 1. The last step I do is I'm going to select this because I need this to be a specific font. I'm going to change it to Times New Roman. That is the font we use, and it needs to be size 12, okay? And this is the font you will use for all of your assignments. So it needs to be Times New Roman, size 12. And then when you're done, you just click out of the header. So maybe over here, and notice that it will appear on every new page that you have. It'll go Simon 1, and then the next page will automatically say Simon 2, okay? So that's the very first step. Then at the top, you put your name again. I know it feels very repetitive to do this, but you're going to put your first name and your last name, okay? So I'm going to put my first name and my last name, okay? Then under that, you put your professor's name. And I'm just going to say John Smith, even though for you, you're going to put my name, right? You're not going to put John Smith. So you will put your name here and you'll put the professor's name here. Then you're going to put the class. So our class is ESL 315. So you're going to put the class like that. And then you're going to put the date that the assignment was due. Okay, you're putting the date that the assignment is due. So for this assignment, because it's due on February 8th, you're going to put 8 February 2026. It looks like that. Okay. So this is what it will look like for now when you first start typing. The last step is you're going to add a title, and the title needs to be centered here. So you're going to go here where it has these 3 dots. You're going to click this align and indent, and you're going to click in the center. For this, you're going to write summary response 1. Okay. Then after that, you press enter again, and you're going to be all the way back to the left, right? So you press enter and then press backspace so that it's all the way to the left, okay? The last thing you have to do is I want you to write at least one sentence that is tabbed, okay? So what we do when we're writing is you're going to click the tab button. Tab button is all the way on the left of your keyboard. You're going to click it once. So see how my cursor moved? With just one tab like that. And then you're going to start typing what your essay will look like. This is my essay, la, 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 right? And I don't need you to write anything specific here. But what I want you to see is that when you start typing, the first line will be indented automatically, and the second one will go to the left. That is good. This is what you want it to look like, okay? And then as you continue to type, right? So this is my paragraph, okay? If I enter again, you want to make sure you always tab over, right? It always needs to start. Your new paragraph should always start like that. This is how we can see that there is a new paragraph. Okay? So after you have all of this, and it should look something like this, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to select all of it. Now you can either do this with your mouse like this, or you can press Control A, right, to select the whole page. And again, remember, we need this font, and this is called Times New Roman. So we're going to go here, we're going to click Times New Roman. We're going to click size 12, okay? We need this to be size 12. The last step we need is we need to make sure that this is double spaced. This is single spaced right now. You're going to go back to these dots here, and you're going to click on this where it says line and paragraph spacing. Go to double. And this is what MLA format looks like. Okay? And this is all you need to submit for this assignment. Okay? So then what you'll do is make sure you click here and give this a title, MLA format, right? Just so that you know what this assignment is. Then you're going to go to File, and you're going to click Download. You can download this either as a Microsoft Word document or as a PDF. Those are the only two assignments that I will accept for this, the only two documents I will accept. So make sure you click on one of these two documents, okay? So for me, I'm just going to click Microsoft Word. And then when you open it, it should look the same. So notice when you open it, it should look the same. See? Just like this. Okay? Then this is ready to be submitted. If you have any questions, please let me know. But otherwise, good luck on this. I think you'll be fine. It's not really hard. If you have the video and you watch it while you do it, I think you'll be okay.